I think some people are born with the character, let's say, of a sheep, which doesn't mean a sheep is a bad animal. It just means a sheep is a sheep. And other people maybe are born with a character which is a little bit more similar to one of a tiger. It's about to understand where is your nature coming from? What is your natural aspiration? Why?
And life is a very difficult process. And it's not you're not prepared for it unless you have the capacity to be dangerous. Those who have swords and know how to use them but keep them sheathed will inherit the world. That's a way better way of thinking about it. You have to be powerful and formidable and then peaceful, in that order, right? And that's not the same as being naive and weak and harmless. Like, that's a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Because naive, weak, and harmless means that you can't withstand the tragedies of life. You can't bear any responsibility. You'll end up bitter. And when you get bitter, then you get dangerous.
Always keep going. Always. You know, there's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, you know, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
Unless you expand your identity, you're going to basically keep where you are. You might improve a little or not. You might go up and down a bit, but you're going to stay within a realm. If you're going to have an explosive breakthrough to another level, physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, then we got to not only give you the tools, we got to shift that internal sense of who you really are and have you find that you are more than anything that's ever happened to you, that you can handle whatever shows up, even if it's incredibly scary or uncomfortable.
Every day can be winning. Every day can be meaningful. Every day can be a win. I may have lost a leg, but man, I still got one. My gratitude and reality are both on the same level. The reality is I lost one. The gratitude is I got one.
It's really going to take for you to get to that next level is to understand that the person that you are has gotten you as far as it's ever going to get you. So you've got to become a new person. You literally have to adapt.
When things are going well, be calm. Don't think you're on top of the world in the sense. You always got to be wary, because I've seen it. I've seen people come. I've seen people go. I've seen them come. I've seen them go. You got to be chill. You got to just take what's good in your life and move forward cautiously and carefully. And thank God that you have that. Just it's very, very important not to overextend yourself when you think you got it. There's no such thing. Everybody's dispensable.
You are not responsible for what happened to you. You survived what happened to you. But you do have a responsibility to heal yourself and to do the work to change so that you can be the happy, fulfilled person that you were born to be.
Isn't merely that your fate depends on whether or not you get your act together and to what degree you decide that you're going to live out your own genuine being. It isn't only your fate, it's the fate of everyone that you're networked with. 7 billion people in the world, and who are you? You're just one little dust mote among that 7 billion, and so it really doesn't matter what you do or don't do, but that's simply not the case. And so that's how you're connected, and the things you do, they're like dropping a stone in a pond. The ripples move outward, and they affect things in ways that you can't fully comprehend, and it means that the things that you do and that you don't do are far more important than you think.
And when you're willing to put yourself under those kinds of stresses to become that new thing you want to become, to be the new person that you want to be, to go farther than anyone you know has ever gone, to be the GOAT, it is possible, but it demands a price. It demands a price. It's about you deciding for yourself, where do you want to go? And what price are you willing to pay to get there? There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's just clarity.
It's an opportunity. Every time we lose, it's an opportunity to grow, to develop, to understand that there's more to us than what we lost. You are not your possessions. You are not made by what you own. You are made by who you become.
See, that's why you have to have big dreams. Because your dreams have to be bigger than all your fears and all your consequences. What makes people go back is you dream too small.
Whatever I lost is room for me to grow, develop as a man, as a woman, as a leader, as a lead person in life. If you want to be more, you gotta have a sense of gratitude, because attitude is everything. The way you approach life, the way that you see things, it will determine whether people receive you, accept you, reject you, or honor you. Those who can remember, I am more than a moment, and in this moment, I'm becoming more.
People need guarantees in order to be great, right? Most people need to be promised something in order to be great. Most people need to be given something in order to be great, like the special ones. They show up on the strength of integrity, on the strength of character, and on the strength of who they are as people.
The first way to get focus is to find purpose. The way to find purpose is you must identify what it is that you have to be purposeful in.